And let's review some metrics here when it comes to backlinks. Where should I get a backlink from? Well, naturally occurring backlinks are always good. That's why online PR works like a charm. You can give me $3,000 and I can get you featured on Forbes, Inc., Huffington Post. Give me $6,000, I can get you featured on Yale or Harvard blogs, right? But not everybody has those kinds of budgets. So anything that you can do with online PR, anything, any relationships you can do, any blogs that you can write for, guest write for, any podcast that you can speak at because they will mention your name and link back, any organizations that you can write for because you will have that author profile. These are all backlinks to your site. That's number one. Number two metric, where are you getting the backlinks? Is it targeted? Is it from a targeted website? Number three metric, what's their domain authority and page authority? What's their trust flow? Number four is I could have a domain authority 60 or 65 site out of 100. Consider Google is 100, CNN is 99, Optimum 7 is 51. I could have a 65 domain authority backlink, which looks great on paper, but that website might not be getting any traffic. So that the trust flow is weak. Okay, or it could be a spam website that just got domain authority 65, or it could be a legitimate site that somebody else purchased and turned into spam. So you got to look at these links one by one. And the other metric that is very, very important is anchor texts. Now, a lot of SEOs will say anchor texts are bad. You can't have the exact anchor text. I call bullshit. Okay, you can have exact anchor text backlinks. You should have exact anchor text backlinks, and your site needs to be optimized. However, if you're getting 100 backlinks, don't make all of them SEO company. You know?
Again, it needs to look natural.
Yes, it needs to look natural, but then again, what does that really mean?
Well, in my opinion, and again,
everybody's
different. When it comes to the natural state of a backlink, it's more so the relevancy of where that backlink is coming from. If I have a car site and I'm getting a backlink from a flower shop, that's not relevant. Therefore, that doesn't look natural, right? But if I have a car blog and then all of a sudden I'm getting, backlinks from a mechanic shop, that looks natural because that's relevant content, getting passed through.
What if I have a flower shop and I'm a big flower shop with 20 locations and I build a section on my site that says here is the trucking providers that I use, and then that page links back to my site about trucks or cars? Is that relevant?
Well, the content on that page needs to be relevant. The URL needs to be relevant. The content living on that page needs to be relevant. So, I mean, in that situation, yeah, that could look natural or more natural than just coming from, a flower shop that doesn't have that section on their site.
And we can talk about this for hours. Most of the time, we disagree on things with Joe, but it doesn't change the facts. You get backlinks, you increase authority, you optimize content, you write good content, and you combine all of this with the anchor text and every single metric that I just mentioned, you're going to rank higher and your traffic is going to increase. There's no question about it. Going back to the question of how should you buy backlinks or how should you acquire backlinks? 99% of the people out there, this should sound like gibberish. This is not your industry. You don't know how to do this. Marketers will know this. SEO people will know this. You don't just go out there and pay for backlinks and buy backlinks. You have to work with an expert that knows. And again, at the beginning of this conversation, I said this was all integrated. Which page? There are so many questions. What's the anchor text? Where do you get it from? Okay. Do they write the content or do you write the content or do we write the content? How many backlinks do you get per post? Where is it coming from? Is it coming from a blog post? Is it coming from a footer, header? You'll see a lot of companies that put on the footer, web designed by blah, blah, blah. You're getting 5,000 backlinks from the same domain. That's definitely not natural.
No.
But people still do it. So you don't want to do that kind of stuff. There are too many details. We have a checklist that we implement, that we go through. It's a workflow process that has 167 items on it that we need to check before we complete a backlink project. Okay? I'm not saying this to scare you guys. I'm just saying this is detailed. This is complex. And if you don't do it that way, that's exactly when you get penalized.